Skate park.
Okay,
Career
so
mode.
this one we've got to do without turning it off.
Complete the scene carousel that turn off. Okay, so I'm gonna step
Yep.
away from the button.
Step away from the button.
Step away from the button.
Just a quick one, just for everyone, including those in the ever so lovely chat. One game, so it's going to be a sort of game that you can do without, and that you'd happily bin off and throw into the pits of hell.
Brink.
One that you would play, but only go back to if you hadn't got anything else to play, and one game that you'd happily play on constant and on repeat.
One game I'd go back to if I had to.
Yeah, so one game that you'd play, but you'd only go back to if you didn't have anything else to play because it was somewhat decent and you enjoyed it.
Probably Minecraft.
Yeah,
because
I think
obviously I was really into it and ran the server and everything, and then obviously as I got older, no time. But obviously, like we have the realm, I still enjoy playing it.
We can always go back to it at some point. Like,
well, that's why I pay for the realm, because it's a thing of
because then we can just jump on whenever we want. Yeah. For me, I'd say, and it's a bit of an odd one, I'd say Grounded is that one that I'd go back to as and when. You know, as we've been playing it lately, and I found it actually enjoyable. It's essentially Minecraft, but with better graphics and.
But what would you play? What would you always play? See, mine would have been COD, because I used to just play COD day in, day out, hour upon hour upon hour. What would I get?
I'd have to say Pokemon, because I do play a lot of Pokemon. I've gone back to the Switch.
I haven't ever played a legit Pokemon game. I played Red, Blue and Yellow, but I had them on an R4 card.
Yeah.
I didn't really play. I played Pokemon Go for a bit, and that was it.
But nah, I mean, any game that I would happily bin off would honestly have to be like, fucking hell, let's think, what game have I played? It'd be Destiny 2. That would be the one that I would honestly bin off if I was given the choice of. You've got a chance to save you've got a choice of 3 games. One of them will be completely destroyed and you'll never get to play it ever again. I would just bin Destiny 2 straight off.
Brink will always be the one I'd have to do, because it looks so good and its potential just turned out to be shockingly awful.
Oh yeah, Brink was god awful, I'm not gonna lie.
Anthem should have been so much better, although I enjoyed Anthem. I still want to go back and finish it.
Is Anthem still playable?
Yes, Anthem is still playable. I have logged into it in the last month.
Outriders is one of those games that I'd go back and play as well. Because I do want
to
play it.
Because I started it with Ant and James, so I now have to get this. The other one I have to do is that I don't want to do it on my own, because I don't do it on my own. I just suck it. Is that stupid vampire one? Yeah.
I full on refuse to play that. I think that would. You know what? I'm gonna have to change my pick for what I'd been off straight away. I
started it thinking it looked quite good, and because it's give me random achievements, I have no choice but to deal with it and actually have to.
I'd just play it up until you get to the point where you even out your gamer score, and then just bin it off and never play it again. Honestly, I would. It's the same with me and what was it I was playing that I had to basically get random achievements on? Oh yeah, that was it. Riders Republic, where I got like 16G achievements and stuff. I'm just going, what the frig. Like, who wants? Why? Why? It annoys me when developers go, "Oh, we'll just make it like 15, like 16 or 17 gamer score for an achievement." I'm like, you've done that on purpose to essentially make people play the game up until the
The
point of
first
they've
game
either
that
evened
ever
everything out.
the first game that ever messed up my gamer score,
DJ Hero?
DJ Hero.
Nope, never again.
Never got into it either. I played it a few times, it ruined my gamer score, then I was like, nope. And then I found a
FIFA
game.
to fix it.
I believe it was FIFA that fixed it at one point.
Last gasp goal is the one, because it was a score in the 89th minute.
Yeah.
You basically scummed that.
I did. And then at some point along the line, I've picked up achievements that ruined it again.
Of course. Redfall being one of them. I'd say if you're able to, and you've got an achievement that ends in like a 2 or something.
I need a 4.
4 16s are 64. So just play Riders Republic.
Yeah, but the thing
You'll
is,
get 16
I don't
achievements.
want to add more games to my already uncompleted game list, because I went.
You don't
from
have to finish it. Just
no,
play it a
no.
little
But
bit.
so I went at one point from having like 74% game completion to like less than 25, and now I got it up to like 43, and now it's back at like 25 again.
Is this a TA thing?
Yeah, it just bugs me. It just bugs me that I end up starting these games. I just don't see, like the having 900 out of 1,000 on Dead Island 2.
We'll go back to that and finish that other
Yeah,
weekend,
but
mate.
like you can see it though. Yeah, like it bugs me just because I know there's like one or two achievements.
Thing is, though, they're those time-consuming achievements, and I get it. I want to finish it too and just have it done, but I'm also at the same point of, I think we played that much Dead Island 2, and we basically finished it that quick that I was just sort of a bit burnt out. I mean, we didn't finish it quick.
No, it took us. It took us a good month or so.
It wasn't like we completely blitzed it, but it is just one of those things where I'm just like, I really needed a break from it. I mean, to be fair, once I've got those last few achievements, that's it. It's being uninstalled and I'm never playing it again because I'm not getting the DLC, because the DLC just doesn't seem worth it for a few hours worth of gameplay.
No. If it was a $5, I'd buy it. I'd go, yeah, let's buy it.
Oh yeah, defo. I'd just be like, that's it, buying it, whatever. It's only a $5. Get clean, little horsies, get clean. Just gonna stand under here. I'm just gonna lay down here with this power washer and just clean the horses.
I'm just cleaning off what I can.
But no, I mean, to be fair, it is a one of those things like.
Oh no!
People go on.
Someone cleaned the pole. I reckon we could have got the 95% one on this.
We probably could have, but
I'll tell you what, we could have got that on earlier.
Was that is that the helicopter you're talking about then, Luke?
I was going to say we could have done it on the penny farthing. What, on the penny farthing?
Yeah, but you can replay it.
Because me and Frank did it earlier and we just smashed the penny farthing out pretty quickly. But I suppose if you're really careful about how you do it, yeah, because it's the smallest one, so you can kind of, yeah. Yeah.
Basically, play play over and over. One that you'll basically a game that you wouldn't get bored of, or you can't get bored of, and you just enjoy playing to the point of you just keep playing it. That wasn't.
So I need to finish Starfield as well. I never did. I got so far in and then like, I just work and then just never played it. Because they've just brought out DLC, haven't they, for it?
The Shattered Space DLC, yeah.
Yeah.
I can honestly say, Starfield I started and I'm just not bothered by it.
I was I was enjoying it because it made me feel it made me feel very Mass Effect-y. Yeah. Putting a, putting the big hole in the middle so the AI shot straight through it. So I like the fact that you could go across the planets, that not only to find certain stuff, but you could grab all the resources and set up your outposts. I did one, or I started to do one, just to have it. Yeah. No, I haven't ever played it. Yeah. So it's like a constant supply of money. Yeah. Nice. Yeah.
Man just spending like no what like money into thing. It just becomes just another thing that you just kind of have, essentially. How did you make the damn farm too complicated? Is what I want to know. gonna say, how do you crash the game using just a simple fact? To be fair, if any game can be used like can be proven to for that, then to be fair, you could probably crash any game doing that, couldn't you? Really, if you thought about it. Yeah, I can only imagine. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Oh, nice. John Cena.
What would be buried under snow?
I'm guessing you had no choice but to build it on a cold planet. Yeah. Yeah.
Bollocks. There's nowhere colder than Hoth, other than maybe Pluto. Oh, it's not cold. It's not colder than Pluto then. Pluto is like minus 230 centigrade. So Pluto is basically 40 degrees off being absolute zero.
What?
What?
No, no, Frank. 200 minus 230 degrees Celsius is already 230 degrees below zero.
Yeah, absolute zero is minus 272.
But Fahrenheit isn't that much of a jump.
No, that's minus 272 degrees Celsius for absolute zero.
See, I would say zero is just zero.
There's
Sorry.
zero, and then there's absolute zero, which means that nothing will ever fall.
That they know of.
Well, it's the coldest that we know of scientifically. And the only way to reach absolute zero is sat through science.
Right. I'm gonna leave you in the middle of it.
Oh, you go on top?
I'm going on the top. Because it will give us a better reading, because obviously it says 76%.
Yeah. I tried to get the achievement for being on the carousel with a gnome.
No, you have to place the gnome on it, don't you?
I did do. There's a gnome literally on it. I'm gonna get both gnomes. Fuck it.
Read the achievements. I think it says something like, make sure the gnome is on the carousel at the end of the...
You guys find the way aliens are portrayed kind of ridiculous and doesn't add up. I've never actually thought about that. How aliens in games are kind of portrayed a bit. Depends on the aliens, really. I mean, the aliens in Mass Effect make sense.
True, there's lots of different species in Mass Effect.
I'd like to say that the necromorphs in Dead Space are sort of alien-ish, but we all kind of know that the only aliens that appear in Dead Space are in Dead Space 3. And even then, they're not really... They're sort of like the aliens that you'd find in Independence Day. Well, they look a bit more like the Independence Day aliens.
You know, the question you should be asking is, why do all the aliens speak English? And if no one answers this correctly, you get a slap. Ask your chat as well, Frank.
Yeah, they're already... They've gone in your... Neo's just gone, you read my mind, but in Dead Space they don't speak. Technically, the aliens in Dead Space don't speak.
No, but every alien in every game always speaks English. And when you are ready, I will give you the answer as to why.
Go on, then.
TARDIS.
TARDIS.
TARDIS translator. That's why they all speak English.
They've just gone with the Doctor Who method.
Yep.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. Clean the carousel without turning it off. Have I got that achievement already and it's not popped? Because if I have, I'm going to be pissed.
We haven't finished it yet, Frank, that's why. We're still cleaning the carousel. Well, I say that, I'm still cleaning the canopy.
So
And
if
then,
you've ever watched Doctor Who, Neo, or you know of Doctor Who, essentially the TARDIS, which stands for Time and Relative Dimension in Space, which is also wrong because the TARDIS actually corrected the Doctor on that as well, which is hilarious. The fact that he got corrected on the name of his own ship by his ship. It's fucking great. Has an auto-translate and translates any language into the natural language of those aboard the TARDIS. Although the Doctor doesn't need that because the Doctor can speak every language because it's the Doctor and he's essentially the smartest being there ever is and ever will be. Although technically you could claim the Master is smarter than the Doctor, but the Doctor is more resilient and has better plans.
well, I mean, the Master's not dead.
No, it's the Mistress now, isn't it?
No, Frank, no. God, are you that far behind?
I've only just started watching the new series.
He killed the Mistress off like 4 series ago.
Oh, the Master came back and killed himself.
No.
Herself.
The Doctor killed her.
Oh, yeah.
You know, in the when the teacher that's with
Oh, I know. Yeah.
what's her name comes back out of the grave, don't he? And
Basically kills them all off. And as the Cybermen piss off, essentially.
yeah. I didn't like the Peter Capaldi series that much.
I liked Peter Capaldi as the Doctor.
Did watch some of the
Jodie Whittaker series?
Jodie Whittaker series, or most of it. I recorded all 8 of the new ones.
Oh, with Nakuti, I can't remember his name, but the new Doctor. He's
And
actually really good. That's who I'm watching at the moment.
I watched a few of them, and then I ended up deleting them off my Skybox because for some reason I just didn't want to watch it. But Lou has her favourite. Her favourite is Christopher Eccleston.
Yeah, but Eccleston was a good Doctor, and to be fair, if they hadn't been giving him such bad writing in the first series, he might have actually lasted another series.
He left. He didn't want to be known as the Doctor.
Just the Doctor. Yeah.
And that was his choice, and he fucked up. But my favourite will always be David Tennant. He's good, and Matt Smith. I like both.
I'm gonna say something, and it's because I've been watching from Doctor Who. It's actually fairly decent if you're a sci-fi fan. It's chock full of all sorts of crazy sci-fi stuff. But weirdly enough, my favourite Doctor is much older because I've been watching the original. I've been watching from like series 1 with William Hartnell and stuff.
If you want to go old, it's going to be Tom Baker.
Yes, it's Tom Baker because of the Jelly Babies.
Yeah, but yeah. Tom
Weirdly
and
enough,
Tom and Colin Baker would be the 2 older ones that I like.
My 2 favourites are William Hartnell and Tom Baker. William Hartnell is, and you'll have to bear with me on this one, simply because, and it's something that Christopher Eccleston sort of mimicked, and so did Peter Capaldi. Everybody is stupider than me, therefore I am right even when I'm wrong. It's not, I would say, the arrogance of it all that I liked about them. It was the whole, they don't really, your opinion isn't required unless I tell you to give me it. Not when I ask for it, when I tell you to give it me, sort of thing. Was the reason I liked William Hartnell and Christopher Eccleston as the Doctor, because they both sort of... Peter Capaldi had the same thing. They sort of basically went with the whole, well, we'll be our own Doctor, but we'll bring aspects of another Doctor in just to enhance what we're doing. And with them doing the whole William Hartnell, you're all stupider than me, and I'm the smartest one in the room thing, it was kind of nice.
Yeah.
I mean, Tom Baker's still the best doctor going. I mean, that scarf is just amazing.
Oh, this roof is taking ages. Yeah.
Jodie Whittaker wasn't bad. I just think that she was sort of... Well, they've already stated that with James Bond, that's never happening anyway. I mean, who is it?
You got to think though. So the Master did it first.
To be fair, with the Master doing it first, it kind of helps in the fact that they did it because they went, well, if the Master can do it, well, why can't
It's got to be in the
Doctor?
regeneration list somewhere.
Yeah. Same as him being ginger, which has he been ginger yet? Yeah, no. But I'm just wondering, has the Doctor actually been ginger yet? I mean, technically Jodie Whittaker... No, she was brunette, wasn't she?
She's more blonde.
Yeah. And Yorkshire, which is probably why most people probably didn't enjoy her as the Doctor as much, I would say. I don't want to be that person that goes, oh, by the way, it's a Yorkshire actor, so everyone hates it. But there are some people that, you know...
Mate, the entire thing of her first season was set in Yorkshire.
Yeah, the entire thing, it was all filmed in Sheffield.
The entire cast were from Yorkshire.
Yep, they were from Sheff.
No, they were from Yorkshire.
Yes, but a lot of them were from Sheffield,
Bradley Walsh,
which is in
not
Yorkshire.
from Sheffield.
No, Bradley Walsh is from Sheffield, I know that. But some of the others were. Jodie Whittaker's from Sheffield. No, wait, no, is she?
No,
Google.
I don't think she is.
Actress, where's she from? Where's she from? Where's she from? She's from Skelmanthorpe. She's from West Yorkshire.
Yeah.
Ugh. She's from that god-awful place. And technically, Wikipedia, it's the West Riding of Yorkshire, just to be correct. Not West Yorkshire. It's the East Riding and the West Riding, the North and South. Someone on Wikipedia doesn't know what they're doing. I just edit that. Technically, West Riding of Yorkshire, not West Yorkshire. Fucking do one.
It's the same thing nowadays, so...
No, it isn't!
Yeah, but it depends how you look at it, because do you know how big Yorkshire is?
Yes, it's the largest county in the country.
Like, how far north would you say it goes?
As far as up to the lakes.
Okay, so if I told you, like, you know, Geordieland, yeah? So, like, Newcastle
Newcastle, yeah. I know where Geordieland is.
Yeah, so just across from Newcastle,
Yes,
there's
we are near. We are from Britain.
there's its neighbour, Middlesbrough, which is as high up as Newcastle and in the same area, but it's actually in Yorkshire.
Thought Middlesbrough was Midland.
No, Middlesbrough is in Yorkshire.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Disgusting.
the things you know.
Well, Britain is a loose term. England, to be precise. I still think that we need to adjust the fucking application forms in the UK. What are you? British? Nationality? British. No, I'm fucking English. It's on my birth certificate. I'm English. I actually had that rant with someone at work, and they basically turned around and said that I'm just being an idiot. Ooh, what's the weather like in Morocco?
Probably
Never
about,
been to Morocco.
probably
I
about
want to go.
20 degrees.
Probably warmer, actually. It depends. Wait,
Oh,
no. Would Morocco
Frank.
be in autumn now? Or
Yeah, it's
But it's
also
still
it's
technic-
also 10 o'clock at night out there.
Morocco doesn't share our time zone.
It's nearly 11 here, Frank. There's like an hour difference.
Really? There's only an hour difference between us and Morocco.
I'm presuming so, yeah.
Am I Conservative or Labour?
Neither. Neither.
Oh, Morocco does share our time zone.
See? Yeah.
I mean, technically, yes, but weirdly enough, Portugal is the only country within Europe that drives on our side of the road.
Are you sure on that?
Fairly certain.
Are you sure? You sure?
I'm fairly sure. Not 100% mine, but
I'm sure there's more than that.
GMT. Actually, to be fair, I could go for a G&T right now. Oh wow. Bad jokes be made.
Frank, I've just found the most awkward places to clean.
Yeah?
Walking across the edge up the top here and looking over to find the tiny little gaps that are full of...
Cack is the correct word we're going to use here.
Yeah.
I have not been to Gibraltar, no. I would like to. But, to be fair, there's a lot of places I want to go, but at the moment, I have not been.
He's not allowed to leave the country.
Don't say that.
I mean, do you have a passport?
Yes.
A valid passport?
Yes.
This is where Frank
Valid
goes
till
to
2030. It's valid till 2031, thank you.
check.
Valid for another 7 years.
Is it blue?
Now, that one I don't know.
You don't know if your passport's red or blue?
Blue. And it is valid till... Yeah, October 15th, 2021, so it's got another 6 and a bit years on it.
I mean, technically, you can kind of leave the country still.
Yeah, I can leave the country. I don't need permission to leave the country.
Well, you do. That's why you have to get a passport.
I mean, I technically need permission to leave the country from work as well, unless I want to lose my job. Losing my job, not really on the agenda today.
Or maybe tomorrow.
I've forgotten how I dropped the ladder now.
We've missed 1% of the carousel platform, 1 ceiling frame, the centre pole base, 2 centre pole frames,
So, with the passports in the UK,
centre pole rings, pole
Neo,
toppers,
when
crest frames.
the UK left the European Union, not Europe, we can't leave Europe, unfortunately. We are technically a part of the continent, even though we're not part of the continent. It's very confusing and very annoying. Everyone goes, oh, we left Europe, we're screwed, and we're just like, we didn't leave Europe. You can't leave a continent. Yeah, exactly. The amount of people that go, oh, we left Europe, I'm like, have we moved geographically? What do you mean by that? Has the UK moved from Europe? No. Then we're still part of Europe. But no, we left the European Union after Brexit, which caused all sorts of. Oh, we don't even. I'm still surprised people actually go on about that, to be honest, because it's just one of those things that I'm just like, it happened. Get over it.
It's still happening, that's the problem.
I mean,
Oh no, no, we left.
we left. No, we've already left. We're just literally waiting for the European Union to actually accept a deal. Yeah, Brexit. That kerfuffle. We don't talk about that.
If in doubt, kick them out.
I'm not commenting on that.
Yeah, I've had to leave.
I don't think I voted, to be honest. I
And
was working
annoyingly,
that night, so I didn't get a chance to.
we still send stupid amounts of money to other countries.
I was going to say, I mean, where's the point in that? I mean, they're not European countries, though, I don't think, are they? Or are they?
Ukraine.
That's a different story.
Not really.
I agree with the support of Ukraine. I mean, to be fair, we don't really send money. We send money in other. We do send money.
No,
We don't send that much money. We send money in other ways.
Frank, okay, stop there. Stop. They just took 300 million from old people because they can't afford to pay the winter fuel allowance, yeah? 300 million. Yep. They sent double that the day after to Ukraine.
Typical.
600 million.
Typical Labour government for you.
That's the problem. If you look back over time, the last 4 Labour governments that have been in have all bankrupted the UK.
Yeah. Because they don't know what they're doing.
But yet people vote them in.
I always vote Monster in the only party. Why can't I put this fucking ladder down? I think my game's crashing it. Well, let me put the ladder down, but it's let me get my gun out.
Better
Right,
than
look, I'm just gonna drop out.
No, I have
myself back in.
I have the ladder on me now.
Ah.
The ladder has been put down.
I will just join your game again. Leaving European Union wouldn't have been bad if Corona didn't happen, but now top on that you have the Russian war. To be fair, the Russian war is technically in Ukraine. We left the European Union.
Well now before Corona.
We did live before Corona. It was like 2016. We left.
Yeah.
Corona hasn't helped the economy. I'm not going to lie. But the Russian war's not really hit us that bad, in all fairness. That's still in Russia and Ukraine, so that's going on. We are sending, yeah, but the economy. To be fair, the economy got impacted in a lot of countries. China was hit the worst after COVID. China's still bouncing back. I mean, countries in the bottom.
No, they didn't eat a bat.
That's fucking Ebola, you stupid pillar.
They were creating a fucking virus.
Ebola's a West African disease, I think, from what I learned on the Grand Tour.
It's all about that. It's all about that hand, foot, and mouth and mad cow disease.
Bird flu.
Yeah. Okay, which ceiling frame have we missed?
I don't know if he believes it, to be honest, Neo, but to be fair, I'm not going to question it either, because it's too much. It's a lot of effort, and it's a
What's
headache.
that?
Asking if you believe that China was behind coronavirus.
Well, they did kind of release all the paperwork that showed they were doing stuff with things, and that's how it's kind of started.
Yeah, but technically you could say that because Ebola started in West African countries because people were eating bats, that West Africa technically started Ebola.
They did. That is the case. Just like mad cow disease and bird flu were started over here.
So was myxomatosis as well. Myxomatosis is probably, I would say, one of the worst ways for any creature to die.
Right. Centre pole base, one centre pole frame, centre pole ring, centre pole topper, two cresting trim. Oh, a cresting trim and a cresting panel, four crestings.
I just figured out you can hold X to change your attachments.
There is 8 horse rods that we haven't done any of them.
Because the bloody thing's moving. A bit hard to actually finish something when you can't see it. It'd be nice if I could get the scaffold round here, because then I could actually finish that off. Or the ladder, at least. Be quite surprised at the stuff that we talk about, to be honest, Neo. It's all mental stuff. To be fair, the one thing we haven't spoken about yet is the F1. Well, Zippy fight. I'm not going to lie, mate. You're not wrong. You aren't wrong. It's very now the Max Verstappen show instead of the Lewis Hamilton show, which was just as boring.
Sorry, but that proves both of you have not watched anything this season.
I've been watching the season.
Frank, if you have been watching this season, you will know Max Verstappen has not won in the last, 9 or 10 races.
Yes, I know, but it's all all anyone talks about at the moment in F1, and every time you watch it, all they talk about is Max Verstappen and the fact that he's going for his 4th championship, and I'm kind of bored of hearing about Max bloody Verstappen.
Well, it's F1. Unfortunately, you're always going to hear about whoever's going for the title.
I get that. It's just... Even when Hamilton was dominating, there was more talk about other teams and other drivers than Hamilton.
Yeah, but at the moment, there's not really a lot else going on.
I'm happy that...
to
be fair, even if Norris doesn't get a championship this year, I am still going to be happy if McLaren come away with the Constructors' Championship, because it will just completely piss Christian Horner off that his team have developed better cars with an ability to apparently change the ride height through with a little device in the car that for some reason the FIA have had to seal it, which means that there's definitely something wrong with what they were doing, which means that's why they've had to seal that particular piece of information.
Yes.
The FIA don't just seal something just because they won. Although, to be fair, they could actually seal all the car designs, so none of the teams could, but it's got to be open source because it's got to be part of fair play.
But what's the betting? It goes all the way back to their first title win with Max Verstappen that year.
You mean that year when that race should have ended under the safety car and it didn't, because Christian Horner basically bullied the FIA into the stewards into releasing the safety car?
Yep. And then even them not doing protocol and letting the cars overtake first.
And of course not having, and Max Verstappen being well out of position as well, just to confirm that. Because he was. His front tyres were pretty much at the halfway point of Hamilton's, back halfway along Hamilton's car. The
How?
V8. To be fair, I liked the V8. I can't really say that it's spoiled it for me because the cars still sound nice.
Yeah, I'll say there's the, the
I mean,
cars are
that's your
more
preference, mate.
powerful now than what they were 10 years ago.
True, true. I would still, and it's it probably wouldn't make near as no difference. Like to take every driver that is currently driving at the moment and stick them in the cars that Nicky Lauda and James Hunt had to drive.
They literally do that every year at like Goodwood and stuff. That happens so often.
Like when
Oh,
Jaguar and Jordan were a team.
see, I don't think there was any skill. I think it's more skillful now because you're not just driving a car nowadays. You have so many things to think of and do as you're doing it.
I suppose. I mean,
You tell me
I'm not.
you're gonna brake from 300 to 40 mile an hour in a corner whilst changing modes on your steering wheel.
I'm not saying I could do that. In no way am I implying that I can.
No, but
Or
I'm saying like the skill now is so much harder than it was 20, 30
this.
years ago. Okay. Obviously, I'd say it's all about the driver back then because the cars were all the same.
Yeah, exactly. Back in what? James Hunt, Nicky Lauda,
Back
Nigel
then,
Mansell.
pretty much every car was the same.
Every car up until like the mid 2000s required the driver to be properly in tune with that car and know everything about that car when they were on that track.
I mean, they still do.
They still do, yeah, but not to the probably more to the point of they know more about their cars now than the drivers back then did. But the one thing that I want to get rid of is Pirelli because they do my head in.
Why?
There's
What?
always some issue. There's always an issue with the tyres at some point throughout the season, and it's always bloody either because Pirelli haven't done something right or they've not tested something right, and it's
Okay,
always.
no. Pirelli have been the only tyre provider for God knows how long now.
I know.
They can only base their tyres on what drivers give them from the previous year.
Yeah,
So it's
and
like
this year it seems to be that the tyres are shit.
nice. How do you work that out? There's been no problem with any sort of tyres at all.
Yeah, some drivers have
There's
had issues with
been
tyres, but I
there
think
has
that's
been
more.
no
I think that's more than just not
there's
paying
been
attention
no
to what's going
tyre
off.
blowouts or anything this year.
To be fair, F1 now has just become a health and safety exercise. I mean, it's a good thing. I'm not going to deny
I mean,
it.
it kind of has to after Roman Grosjean hit a wall and the car exploded and split into two.
I mean, what about that one driver that died after Suzuka when they had to black flag the race?
There's been 5 or 6 deaths across the Formula Series in the last 10 years. Whether it's F1, F2. I mean, Alonso would have been dead if he didn't have a halo in his car a couple of years ago.
Um,
Would you say this is the fairground?
Yes.
Right, so I'm looking through my achievements and I can't find anything about a gnome.
I may have got that wrong, but I did just get an achievement for knocking down some coconuts.
Yeah, I was just reading that. It says to knock them all down.
Yep.
No, because I agree with you, because I'm sure I saw an achievement that said something about
A gnome on the carousel.
the gnome being on the carousel at the end when you finished it.
Well, let's finish it.
Hold on, dual head. Aha! Ah, no, Frank. Gnome Sweet Gnome. In the temple, ensure the gnome is on the tower roof once the job is complete.
Okay, so we've only got a few things that we need to do. So we need to do the center pole ring, the center pole topper.
Which is all up there somewhere.
It's in here.
Centre pole topper is done. Centre pole ring is... Oh, I can't see because this is too...
The one just beneath the topper.
Yeah.
So this game, Neo, is essentially just cleaning stuff with a power washer. It's just a relaxing game where you just chill and clean things. About it, really.
There we go, that's the ring. And eventually we'll get the lawnmowers out. There's a centre pole frame and a cresting frame. Oh. Yeah, okay, so there's a cresting frame, a cresting panel, and a cresting trim. So it's like one whole part of the 8 hasn't been touched.
So we've done all the...
It's one panel. There's one panel where the crests are, where one of everything is missing. And then there's 2 poles to do, right, and 8 horse rods.
Just have a look around. Because I've highlighted it so it will show it.
Okie dokie. Bye-bye.
In a bit, mate. Take care. Game's just simply wash things with a power washer, mate. You know, it's not much. There's no real, like...
There is no aim.
There is no real aim to it, I suppose.
It's
that's the best way of putting it. Chill and just clean things, basically. It's great. Right. So that customer at work proper insulted me today, Luke.
Why?
That sounded like I was from Yorkshire. I was not impressed. I am not Yorkshire.
Are you sure?
Bollocks to you and all.
No,
no.
I'm from Lancashire.
Lincolnshire, thank you. It'd be rude. At least be rude about it properly. No. So we're missing 7 horse rods, 1 cresting trim, and 2 poles.
So the horse rods at the bottom bit. Not the gold bit at the bottom, but like the pole underneath the horse.
That's going to be a bellend to clean with these fuckers moving.
Oh, it is. I've done 1 so far. I'm kind of spraying the front of them all as they come past.
Yeah, I'm sort of doing the same, just trying to get as much as possible. Would you not get metal cleaner and just spray them with the soap nozzle?
Could do.
I mean, metal cleaner. I have a friend from London, and I always complain to him about how complicated some region names in England are. You see, yeah, that's the problem. I mean, technically, ye olde English and ye olde days when all the different shires of the UK were as they were, it was Lincolnshire, Lancashire, Yorkshire. But different problem is, obviously, you've got all your different regional dialects and then you've got Sussex, Wessex, Kent, for some reason.
Essex.
Don't know why we named a place Kent. We must have been running low on. We must have been running short on names and gone. Oh, this sounds like a good name, Kent.
Shall I make it even weirder?
Go on, Ed.
Tell me why Leeds Castle is in Kent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why, but Leeds Castle. It's like if someone says to you, "Oh, we're going to Leeds Castle."
You'd be thinking we're going Leeds.
Yeah, but you're going to Kent.
Why? Seems a bit weird.
I have sprayed them all with metal cleaner, as much as I can.
There's going to be one. I may have to come out other side and. You know what? I'm just going to do this so that we can highlight them. So it's the horse poles, isn't it?
Oh, there you go. We've got 2 poles, 6 rods, and a cresting something or other.
Horse rods, there we go. That'll highlight all the ones we're missing. So glow. That's one.
I've got 1 of the poles.
Yeah, I've managed to get 3 so far. To be fair, Neo, the most confusing thing really is like when people say something in the UK, because obviously where I live in Yorkshire, we wouldn't normally say we're going to the shop. It's I'm just going.
Went to the shop.
Just go into shop or just nip into loo or something. The amount of people that get confused by that is rather common, isn't it?
Yeah.
But then again, because it's a different thing altogether, people aren't used to the way.
But I understand it.
Yeah, no, you understand it. Nifty understands it, no, but then again, he's from Birmingham.
It's like when you don't say you're going to Egypt, you go to Egypt.
No, I'm going Egypt. Not I'm going to Egypt. That's just I'm going.
Right, we're just missing the cresting trim.
We will find it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Is it not one of these up here?
I'm just finding out. 2 secs, because
Yeah,
if we highlight,
cresting trim, I don't know how to highlight it.
if you press the start button, yeah, go in shop. Go in. So it's going is GOINT. It's essentially going to the. Oh, I mean it's similar to the French Quebec. Yeah, it's going to, and so essentially you just say the T as the lowercase because we're weird. area, especially in Yorkshire. Although I'm not from there.
There's a cresting trim that we're missing, and I can't find which one's the trim.
If you press start button and then find it and press A to highlight it, you'll be able to find it. You should be able to search for it.
I press A. Have you found it?
Cresting trim is, you know, the bits of wood on the side, the yellow bits on the side next to the poles.
Yeah.
Them. I don't think where we've missed one. This is a damn sight more annoying than when we did that
But
bloody
that's a pole
fire station.
See, that says to be pole topper. Okay. Right,
What we're looking for.
The cresting trim is this red piece that runs between the poles on the inside this bit.
Well, that's easy. I can just ride round in a circle.
Ah, this one's flashing. Got it.
Oh, thank God! I'm interested in knowing the difference between the way you speak English and the way I learned at school. So, Ray, allow me to, we'll give you a slight education on how you learned to speak English in school and how English is spoken in UK, like, because it's easy. And don't you start, Luke, because I know the Yorkshire's coming out and it's not good. I don't like it. I absolutely hate it. Right. So,
He
we would have learned...
He gonna go get on his chatteries, eat some chatter and harness.
Don't you start. I'm not from Somerset.
Me and my combine harvester.
All right, give it a rest. Anyway, so...
I'm allowed. I'm a Leeds fan. I have full clearance.
Yeah, but you're not from Somerset, so it's a different story altogether.
Yorkshire and Somerset is the same. It's literally the same accent. Apart from Somerset's is slightly deeper because stays down south.
And thicker. And thicker too. And harder to understand. Anyway, so we'd have basically learned English same way anyone else does, except different vocabulary, different way of learning it. But same concepts. Only problem is, unlike other countries, when other countries are learning English, it's a secondary language. Sometimes, most of the time. Actually, I'm trying to think. I don't think... Are there any other countries other than us, America, some parts of Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and possibly South Africa that actually have English as their technical main language?
I think there's quite a few.
There's obviously more than just those countries. But obviously every country learns to speak English differently. A lot of countries on the planet, English is like a second or a third language that they would learn.
Oh, Frank.
Yes.
Hazelight have confirmed and it takes 2-2.
What? You drew?
No, and it takes 2-2.
Yeah.
It's been confirmed.
Oh, it takes 2 as in number 2.
Yeah.
Oh, that should be good. That'll be a good game for him.
Oh, here we go.
Parts of...
We drive on the left, yes, Frank?
Yes.
United Kingdom,
Australia do.
United Kingdom, Ireland, Malta, Cyprus, the Channel Islands, including Guernsey and Jersey, and the Isle of Man.
Which part of Ireland? Because Ireland's technically 2 separate countries. Are we talking Ireland or the Republic of Ireland?
I think they both do.
Yeah. Oh, so Neo's just said parts of Belgium speak English and Germany too.
So
to be fair,
your whole thing of Portugal is wrong.
Okay, there's lots of other places other than. To be fair, technically Guernsey and Jersey are part of the British Isles.
No, they're the Channel Islands.
Technically, they're the Scillies. Different islands altogether.
But yeah, Portugal drive on the right.
Portugal drive on the left. They drive on our side of the road.
No, they don't. I'm literally reading this now.
Oh, fair enough. They're driving the wrong side of the road then. Typical. But they've got the correct time zone, so that's all that matters. It means when I go to Portugal, I'm not travelling to the future. I don't lose any holiday time. But yeah, we basically learn English the same as anyone else. We have to learn it. But just speaking, it's different because everyone learns to speak it differently because obviously the parents and how they grow up and where they grow up and now they're, But yeah. The way I speak English is different to the way someone else in the UK speaks English or anywhere else. Isn't technically Luke? Just to confirm, Wales's technical language is still Welsh, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Welsh.
Yeah. Because Ireland's is Gaelic.
Yeah.
Along with Scotland.
Yes.
And we've just got English.
English.
Although technically England, Scotland, Ireland, and all them were all part of the same group of people, the Celts, and then the Celts buggered off to Scotland and Wales and Ireland and left us to be English and basically went, we don't want you in our club anymore, go away. And we were like, alright, we'll just form our own country and do what we want and then invade. Is the technical term for it. Oh, I did get my achievement. Merrily go round.
Yeah, it's like 50G as well or something for that one.
Completely clean the carousel without turning it off. Yeah.
Shall we see what's next?
Yeah, go on then.